The opening scene of The Bad Batch Season 2 showed us Clone Force 99 stealing a crate full of something from an unknown planet, being chased by giant crab-like creatures. But what was in the box? To be clear, I don't think we are meant to know right now. I don't think the answer to this question is important. Like I said in my review video, I think the scene was meant to connect the series back to the serialized roots of Star Wars. George Lucas has talked before about how he wanted the first Star Wars movie to feel like the middle of a story. He wanted audiences to feel like they came into the middle of a chapter, just like he often felt watching old Flash Gordon serials, because it was difficult to see them all. You might miss an episode or two, and you just have to fill in the blanks for yourself. That's what the beginning of The Bad Batch does here. We're basically seeing the end of their latest adventure, and we can imagine the cliffhanger from what would have been the previous episode, with the crabs waking up to attack. I loved that homage to George Lucas, and it's not just Star Wars movies. Indiana Jones movies usually start with the end of an adventure as well. So that's the real purpose of the opening scene, but just because I don't think we need to know what's in the box doesn't mean I don't have some suspicions, so I'm gonna throw out a theory. I think it's possible the Bad Batch were robbing Emperor Palpatine himself. I think they may have stolen something from one of his observatories. Those facilities were scattered throughout the galaxy. I believe we know of 3 of them so far, one on Jakku, one on Pilio, and one in the Cerberon system. Each seemingly served a different purpose. The Jakku Observatory was involved in Operation Cinder, and was meant to destroy the fleets of both the Imperial Remnant and the New Republic during the Battle of Jakku until it was disabled. But it also held maps of the unknown regions, allowing for Rey Sloane to take some Imperial survivors to the Emperor's Super Star Destroyer, the Eclipse. But some observatories, like the one on Pilio, seem to exist purely as storage facilities. In the Battlefront 2 campaign, Luke Skywalker followed the call of the Force to Pilio, where he discovered a building. Inside, he found a compass that would one day help lead him to the first Jedi Temple on Ahch-To. It was an aquatic world home to some bug-like creatures called Skritters that Luke had to fight through to reach the observatory, almost like they were compelled to protect it. The whole situation seems an awful lot like what we see in The Bad Batch. They had to break into some place to steal a crate that is definitely man-made. It's not like they stole giant crab eggs or something. For some reason, there was a box sitting in some unknown facility on some unknown out-of-the-way planet, and the crabs don't want the clones to escape with it. That's all a little odd, and reminds me too much of the Pilio level on Battlefront 2. So I think they were robbing one of Palpatine's observatories. Again, I don't think we're meant to think this much about the opening scene. I don't actually think it was the intent of the writers to make this connection, at least not yet. During Andor, I said multiple times we would never find out what the prisoners of Narkina 5 were building, and then I got proven wrong in the post-credits scene. So maybe this box will wind up being important down the line. We know Palpatine is going to be in this season. It would be kind of cool to learn that Clone Force 99 was actually stealing something very important, and they had no idea. We do know they were hired to steal the box for the new pirate character Fee, who will absolutely be appearing again. You don't hire Wanda Sykes for one scene. So maybe there will be more to learn later on in the season. I doubt it, but maybe. What do you think the Bad Batch were stealing? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all our Bad Batch coverage, follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, and consider checking out our Patreon page for our video reactions and audio commentaries for every episode as well. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.